Hello everyone, welcome back. So let's go ahead with another example of get method and let's understand it more in detail. Okay, in our previous lecture we saw that we just fetched the response and we validated the status code and we just fetched some things ID or user ID from the response. So now let's see how do we validate the things like this is the URL I used in the previous lecture. So let us go up to here posts. So what I want to do now is I want to hit the REST API using get method up to this URL, and once I am done I want to check that for my ID, let us suppose my ID is 5. For my ID, is there like does the ID number 5 exist, and if it exists what is the title of that particular ID in my response. So suppose like there are some college students right in a class and they have their roll numbers as IDs. So I want to check that what is the name of the like roll number 5, right, which is ID 5, and suppose title is, let's take an example that title is the name and I want to check his name. So same thing is happening over here. So let's go ahead. I will copy this URL, control C, let me paste. So I will replace the URL with this URL. Everything is going to be same. Then I will be fetching response in one of the variables, requests library dot. What is my method? Method type is get. Okay, get. So I need URL here only. So I will write URL is equals to, let me write its name as URL1. So my URL here is equals to URL1. Okay, and I don't need anything else. Okay, I have my response. Now I want to check the status code of the response. Okay, I will write, okay, let us take code in one example, response dot status code. Okay, now I have my status code. I want to check if it is successful or whether like here I am hitting the API, if that method is failed or it is passed. If failed, what will be my status code? Status code will be equal to 200. If it's 200, it will pass and move to next step, else my method will fail over here. Okay, I have checked the status code. Now what I will be doing is I have this like whole list, right? If you see, I have these square brackets over here, right? So I have this whole list, and under list I have hash maps. Okay, so I will be iterating through this whole like list and checking wherever this ID is matching 4 or 3, let's say, right? Any number that is matching or not. Once that is matching, then I will fetch and take the title from there. Okay, so let me take my response. Let us check the, first of all, check the type of response. What is type of my response? Okay, response.json. Okay, so I want to check what is its type. Let me run this. If you see, it's coming as a list. Okay, we knew that these are square brackets, so this is list. So now I will be iterating through my list. So how do we iterate through our list is, we already know that. Okay, let me take list in one variable, list response dot json. Okay, this is my list for I in range. Okay, like I want to move from 0 until the size of this list, right? Okay, so I will write here 0 to length. What is the length? Length of my list. Okay, I want to navigate through my list, and what I want to do is I want to fetch the IDs. Okay, so ID from list is equals to, okay, if you see our example over here, like this is the ID. So 0 is like, this is 0, this is my first hash map, 1 second hash map, second hash map, third hash map. So in this way it will keep on going. So I will write list of I. Okay, suppose it's on 0, then it will be first hash map, and from here I want to go to this ID, right? So I will write then ID. Okay, so once I have reached id, let's print it for now. We will not be doing anything after this. Let's see if it's fetching the proper id or not, right? Let me run. If you see, it's printing all the ids, those are present in the list, right? 100 ids are there, it's printing all. Okay, I am writing here now. Further, what I want to do is, if id equal to let's say 10. Once id reaches 10, what I want to do is, I want to print the title. Okay, so same thing, just like we printed id, I will go to that particular list hash map and print the title from there, right? Title. Okay, so this is title. Either I can print it, or what I can do is, I can take this title inside one variable, title equals to, let us take it inside one variable. Okay, so okay, I will be printing that title. Okay, let me, id is equals to, let me write integer of 10. Okay, this is, take it as integer, id of integer, like if it is, it's 10, id is equals to 10, then title is equals to, let me, and if loop, and then title is like, I will be fetching the title. Okay, once I have fetched the title, let's come out from the this whole thing and print title. Okay, print the title. See, it's printing the title. So title of 10th, where id is equals to 10. If you see over here, where id is 10, so this is my title. So same title I am printing over here. Or I can do one thing, I can check if my title is matching this thing or not. I will be adding one assertion, right? So let me copy that thing and match the title. I will assert that, assert what is actual. Actual is like, this is the actual title, and what is the expected title, and this is my expected title, right? And if my actual title is matching with accepted title, it will print this, like it will pass, else this thing will fail. Okay, let us run. See, this thing is matching with this title, is matching with this title, it's passing, so it's not throwing any error over here, else it will fail. So let me do one thing, let me insert something over here and run it. I want to fail it. I want to check that is it properly checking it this thing or not. So let me, okay, I need to check that this title is equals to this. Okay, then I will write title equals to, if title is equals to this, it shall pass. Okay. Mm. See, it failed. It's showing that title is not matching, assertion error. But if title is matching, right? So let me fetch this title again and write it here, so it shall pass. It will pass without throwing any error. See, now it's pass. Or if it's failing, right, so you can also print some message after putting comma over here. So, so you can write that like formatting string, then title actual and title expected do not matches. Okay, and you can even pass the title over here, like which is this title, right? So what this f is doing is, it is formatting the string so that these both, like here title will fetch the value it is getting from the API. Okay, so let me save it and run it. See, name error, title is not defined. Did you mean, okay, it's unable to fetch this thing. think I need to I forgot to format this thing, right? Should take the title from here. See, now it's passed, so this error message is not displayed. If it's failing, let me fail it again. So it will display this error message, right? So, see, it's not passing. So it's showing that title actual and title expected do not match. So what is the title which is coming from here is, this is the title it's fetching from the response. So that's how it works. Like, this is the real time example, like how do we fetch the things from a get method and how do we compare the values. So everything is covered up under here. Like, even if you are working in real time on your project, same thing will be happening. You will be verifying the status code, fetching the response, traversing through the response, fetching different things, and then matching the results, like what is the actual result versus what is expected result. Okay, yeah, thank you, see you next lecture.